something to think about.
Back to throw, it's Simpson. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down.
And that's disappointing for this offense. I mean, you talked about it at halftime. Like, we got to come out and start fast. We're trailing. Got to put some drives together, some possessions, and they come out on the first drive and kind of flounder around. This defense is going to have to step up.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Man, that is just a great job on defense there on fourth down, making a play on the ball in the air. Everybody had their eyes on the quarterback, but having great timing, swatting the ball away and doing it cleanly. No PI. And as a result, that defense has earned a rest. They're coming off the field.
Pulls and fires complete. 30 on the Jets. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks at first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got two-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really
unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone.
That really wasn't his best throw. I tell you what, you got to choose when you're going to zip it in there and sometimes put some air underneath it. He chose the wrong one, put a little too much air underneath it. Defensive player makes the nice pick.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got to first down and more. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Finds a man on the right. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Really effective concept against the zone there, and it helps all the more, David, when you have a tight end that can get downfield.
No doubt. Take your tight end, put him in the slot, makes it easier, a better matchup. Now he's got a good corner route. You can tell. Sticks his foot in the ground, quarterback puts it up there. Know he's got zone, know he's got the big fella. He goes up, catches the football, makes the big game.
Alabama pushing the tempo. Quarterback may change this route. So the final period starts with a second down play. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And that was not what they had in mind as the kickoff sails out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This game is so close to being salted away if the offense can just run out the clock. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I know exactly what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
And you just get...
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. The play will stand. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Creates a little room. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. The Buckeyes with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll go right back to it. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this 3rd down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Here's the pressure. Moves away as he feels pressure. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want.
That play is going to drive the head coach absolutely crazy. You've got the lead. Why are you going out of bounds? Just get down, bleed the clock. The clock right now is your friend.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. From the 17-yard line, threatening to score on 1st and 10. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Here's a heat. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback.
You simply don't see that very often. A quarterback of this guy's caliber missing a guy wide open in the end zone. He makes those throws in his sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Get it out to the supersonic guy. That completion will take them inside the 10 to the 9-yard line.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Wants to throw again. Grabbed behind the line, it's Peoples. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
Oh, and the defense, they rise up to the challenge in a critical moment in this game. Third down, trailing by a possession late. They had to find a way to force an incompletion. They've now done that, and they're hoping the punt team trots on the field because they can sense victory on the horizon.
Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Might be calling a hot route. They'll start this drive going to the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
And I like it. Very smart defense, understanding the clock, understanding they're going to try to push the ball down the field. Great job playing deep, breaking on the football, making sure that receiver doesn't catch it. Smart IQ defense.
Unloads to the wideout. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Bought a little time, lets it go. Just a hair too much on it from this big-armed sophomore quarterback. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Extending the play. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Timeout is called. The clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Makes a connection. He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
This offense has it with really good field position. Quarterback making checks. Looking to pass. It's Simpson. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it.
And that's kind of what this offense has done all day. They have struggled. They haven't gotten a rhythm. They haven't found a way to get points on the scoreboard. And late in this game, when your defense and your team really needed it the most, Palmer, they throw the INT.
They just need to shit out, man. The fuck.
The defense has been. They've always been a step ahead. They've been the more physical side. They've been making plays on the back end. That interception should seal this thing.
One more play to pad the stats. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into?